And then there's confidence. Confidence is about your belief in your ability rather than your actual ability. And the operative word here is belief. Because you can be good at something or have the potential to be good, but if you don't believe it, you won't feel confident. And it doesn't matter what anybody else says. I know from experience. Back in 2002, I had the opportunity to be cast in a featured role in the touring company of The Lion King. Anybody remember The Lion King? Anybody go to The Lion King? I mean, back in 2002, it was the biggest show on Broadway. It won all the awards. It was making a whole lot of money. The casting directors knew me from previous auditions. And so when the touring company came around, they essentially offered me the part. They said, "We want you, Michelle." I said, "Thanks, but no thanks." I turned it down. Now, at the time, I said, well, I want to stay in LA to work on my TV career. But if I'm really honest with myself, I turned it down because I wasn't confident I could do the part. They believed in me. I did not believe in myself. I often get asked to work with talented professionals who are killing it when it comes to their competence. They're crushing their jobs. They're fantastic at what they do, but their lack of confidence in themselves keeps bleeding through in their presence. Therefore, their bosses don't feel confident putting them in front of a client. So we all get nervous, right? We all get nervous. I was nervous before I came up here, especially when we're trying something new because we don't have past experience to tell us that we can do it, to tell us that we'll be successful. But you can be nervous and still be confident. Nerves are physiological. Confidence is psychological. So you can have the nerves and still believe that you have the skills, the ability, the inner resources to meet the moment. And one thing that can help you with that is to catalog your success stories. You all have been accomplishing and achieving things your entire lives. You wouldn't be in this room if that weren't the case. So, apply those past successes to the current situation. Let's say you've never done a media interview before. You're feeling a little nervous about that media interview. Well, have you done a magazine interview? Have you done a homeowners interview? Have you done a job interview? That was really hard. Man, some of those job interviews are tough. My sister just went through a round. They can be really tough. Did you get that job? Apply that success to a media interview, and your brain will go, you know what, I've done something similar. I think I can figure this out. Another way you can use your success stories is to remind yourself about all the hard things that you've overcome in your life, all the adversity that you've come through. We all have our stories, don't we? We all have our stories. I have my stories: homelessness, mother with a mental illness, food insecurity, all the stories. And I'm sure if some of you shared your stories with us, we would be like, oh my God, you're amazing. You are amazing. And yet, we're so bad at giving ourselves credit for those victories. And they really are victories. So remind yourself, I did that. I came through that. I think I can do a media interview. I think I can figure this out. See how that pulls you up? See how that empowers you? That's what this is all about. We all have personal power. We just got to remind ourselves. We got to plug in and flip that switch.